Good morning students. In the previous session we have started lesson number 13, chemical change and chemical bond. In that we have seen the definition for chemical change and the examples of chemical change. Okay, and we have started with natural chemical changes. In that we have completed the first one, that is respiration. Okay, once again we will revise this, then we will start with the next part. Okay, during any chemical change, composition of original substance changes to form new substance with a different composition and properties. So during any chemical change, the composition or the ingredients which are present in that of original substance changes to form new substance with a different composition and the properties. So that is chemical change. Then we have started with natural chemical changes. First one we have studied respiration. Respiration is natural chemical change where glucose plus oxygen, the word equation is given glucose plus oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, and the chemical equation is given which is unbalanced. Okay, C6H12O6 means glucose plus O2 oxygen. In respiration it gives carbon dioxide, that is CO2 plus H2O water. Okay, so this is natural chemical change. Now second one we will see, that is photosynthesis. Now what is photosynthesis? In presence of sunlight, green plants turns light energy into chemical energy, that is called as photosynthesis. Correct? Now we will see the word equation and chemical equation for it. Okay, so in photosynthesis you know that green plants performs photosynthesis in sunlight, in presence of sunlight. A word equation and a chemical equation which is unbalanced can be written for this natural chemical change as follows. Okay, now the word equation and the chemical equation is given, that we will see. So in photosynthesis the word equation is carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight in green plants, they gives glucose plus oxygen. Okay, so this is word equation, carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight gives glucose plus oxygen. Now we'll write down this in chemical equation. Okay, we'll write down the chemical formula for this. Okay, so carbon dioxide is CO2, water is H2O, in presence of sunlight they gives glucose, that is C6H12O6 plus oxygen is O2, right? So we have written the chemical equation, but this chemical equation is not balanced, this is unbalanced. As you can see here, carbon, here only one C, you can see here it is C6. Okay, so this chemical equation is not balanced. Okay, this is unbalanced chemical equation. So this is about photosynthesis. In photosynthesis we have written the word equation and the chemical equation both. Okay, and this is which type of change? This is natural chemical change. Okay, the first one we have studied, that is respiration, and the second one is photosynthesis. Okay, both are natural chemical changes. We have seen the word equations and the chemical equations, and in this way we are writing the word equation. As you can see here, this right hand side, these are the products and these are left hand side are the reactants. Okay, left hand side are the reactants and on right hand side are the products. Okay, and in between we are showing the arrow pointed towards the product. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. So this is word equation and chemical equation for photosynthesis. Now we'll start with the next concept, that is, okay, now the next one is man-made chemical changes. We have studied about natural chemical changes. Now the next one is man-made chemical changes. We bring about many chemical changes for our use in everyday life. Let us see some of them. It means that it is a useful man-made chemical change. Now we will see the examples of man-made chemical changes. Few of the man-made chemical changes are useful, few of them they are harmful for us. Okay, so now we'll see the examples of man-made chemical changes. Okay, the first one is combustion of fuels. The first one, combustion of fuels. Combustion means burning of fuels. Now wood, coal, petrol or cooking gas are burnt for getting energy. The common substance that burns is carbon. The common substance that this fuel is carbon. During the combustion process, carbon combined with oxygen in air and the product carbon dioxide is formed. So during this combustion, during this burning process, carbon, it combines with oxygen which is present in air and it forms the product, that is carbon dioxide. Okay, product means when the reactants they react, it gives us product. Okay, which we are writing on right hand side while writing the word equation and the chemical equation. Okay, so During the combustion process, during the burning process, carbon combine with oxygen which is present in air and it gives carbon dioxide. A common equation can be written for all these combustion processes as follows. Now we will see the common equation for this combustion process. Okay, combustion of wood, combustion of coal, petrol or cooking gas. Okay, so there is one common equation that we will see now. As you can see here, the word equation and the chemical equation is given. See the word equation first. Carbon, it combines with oxygen which is present in the air and it gives carbon dioxide as a product. This is product and these are the reactants. Okay, reactants we are writing it on left hand side and the products we are writing it as on right hand side. Okay, so this is the product and these are the reactants. Carbon, it reacts with oxygen and it gives carbon dioxide, that is carbon dioxide gas. Okay, this is about combustion of fuel. Okay, and the chemical equation for this is C means carbon plus O2 is oxygen, it gives CO2, carbon dioxide gas. Okay, combustion of fuel is a fast and irreversible chemical change. This combustion of fuel is a fast process and it is irreversible chemical change. Irreversible chemical change, in this we will not get the original product back. Okay, once the new product is formed, we will not get the original product back again. Okay, so that is called as irreversible chemical change. So combustion of fuel is a irreversible chemical change. Okay, now we'll see the next one. Okay, now the second man-made chemical change is cleaning shower tile with dilute hydrochloric acid. Now the second man-made chemical change is cleaning shower tile with dilute hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. The chemical composition of shower tile is mainly calcium carbonate. The chemical composition, the ingredient or the substance, the main substance or the composition of this shower tile is calcium carbonate. During its cleaning with hydrochloric acid, when it clean with hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, the upper layer of the tile reacts with hydrochloric acid and three products are formed. So in this reaction, the three products are formed. Okay, and the reactants are calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid. So these are the reactants, and in this reaction we are getting three products. One of them is calcium chloride. The first one, that is calcium chloride, which being soluble in water and gets washed away with water. So the first product is calcium chloride, which being soluble in water and gets washed away with water. The second product is carbon dioxide. Its bubbles mix up in the air. The second product is carbon dioxide. Its bubbles mix up in the air. And the third product is water, which mixes with the water. And these are the three products are formed in this chemical reaction. Okay, and which are the reactants? The reactants are calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid, and the products are calcium chloride, then carbon dioxide, and third one is water. Okay, so these are the products. Now we will see the chemical equation for this and the word equation. Now cleaning shower tile with dilute hydrochloric acid. The word equation is given, we will write down chemical equation. Okay, so word equation is given calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid, it gives calcium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water. So these are the products. These are the products and these are the reactants. Okay, now we will write down chemical equation. Calcium carbonate, that is CaCO3 plus hydrochloric acid is HCl, it gives calcium chloride, that is CaCl2 plus carbon dioxide, that is CO2 plus water is H2O. This is unbalanced chemical reaction. Okay, so this is chemical equation for this CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid HCl, it gives calcium chloride, that is CaCl2 plus carbon dioxide CO2 plus water, that is H2O. Okay, so this is second type of man-made chemical change. Now we will see the next man-made chemical change, that is see the third one. Softening of hard water. Now some wells or the tube wells have hard water. It is brackish to taste and does not form lather with soap. This is because of hard water contains the chloride and sulfate salts of calcium and magnesium in dissolved state. So this water is the water which is there in wells or the tube wells, that is called as hard water. Why it is hard water? Because hard water contains the chloride and sulfate salts of calcium and magnesium in dissolved state. To soften the hard water, a solution of washing soda is added to it. So to soften the hard water, a solution of washing soda is added to it. This results in a chemical reaction to form a precipitate of insoluble carbonate salts of calcium and magnesium. So in this reaction, a precipitate of insoluble carbonate salts like calcium and magnesium is formed. As the dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium go out in the form of precipitate of the carbonate salts, the water is softened. Okay, so in this reaction, the dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium which are present in that water, it goes out in the form of precipitate of the carbonate salts, the water is softened. So the following equation can be written for this chemical change. Now we will see the chemical equation or the word equation for this. Okay, so this is the third type of man-made chemical change. As we know, some of the wells or the tube wells, they have hard water. It is brackish to taste and does not form lather with soap. This is because of hard waters contains the chloride and the sulfate salt of calcium and magnesium in dissolved state. Because it contains chloride and sulfate salts of calcium and magnesium in dissolved state. Now how to soften the water? To soften the hard water, a solution of washing soda is added to it. So when the washing soda solution is added to it, this results in a chemical reaction to form a precipitate of insoluble carbonate salts of calcium and magnesium. Okay, the salts, the insoluble carbonate salts which are present like calcium and magnesium, it forms precipitate. Okay, as the dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium go out in the form of precipitate of the carbonate salts, the water is softened. So we will see the chemical reaction or the word equation for this. Now this is word equation. As you can see here, the calcium chloride plus sodium carbonate, it gives calcium carbonate plus sodium chloride. As you can see here, calcium chloride, that is CaCl2, plus sodium carbonate washing soda, that is Na2CO3, it gives calcium carbonate, that is CaCO3, and sodium chloride, NaCl. Okay, so this is the chemical equation which is unbalanced, and this is word equation. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So till now we have completed natural chemical changes and man-made chemical changes. Okay, the two examples of natural chemical changes like respiration and photosynthesis, and the three examples of man-made chemical changes. Okay, now the next part is, we saw that composition of matter changes during a chemical change and new substances having different properties are formed. So from these examples we are seeing that the composition of matter or the ingredients which are present in the matter, they changes during the chemical change, and the new substance having different properties or the different composition are formed. Okay, so I hope you are clear till here. So we'll stop till here we'll stop. In the next session we will start with the next concept. Thank you so much.